Hi everyone, hope you all must be doing very well. Let's get started with first stanza. We'll be taking the first stanza of Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. As we already seen yesterday, a lot of things, and we have seen that here through the metaphor of Aunt Jennifer, a woman, the poet demands the rights for every woman of this planet. So let's begin stanza 1. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen, bright toppers, denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the man beneath the tree, they pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So, we can see that all these four lines revolves around the tigers which are created by Aunt Jennifer. Number one, why does she create these tigers? Why does she require to create these tigers? It's a very important question. We can say she creates. Number one, first we have to see that what is the contradiction between her and the tiger she creates. She is timid, she is frail, she is afraid, she is not treated nicely, she is tortured and tormented, she has a lot of responsibility. But on the other hand, the tigers are free, they are prosperous, they are like bright toppers, right? So there is a contradiction. Why the poet draws this contradiction? Why this lady, this woman creates the tigers? Because nobody is going to listen to her problems, situations, miseries, and if she asks the rights as if she is asking the right. She is asking the right by creating these figures, these non-living tigers. Means we can say it's a let out of our feelings and emotions. It is the let out of our suppressed being, a tortured and tormented soul. So the poetess says, Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen. What does it mean? They prance, they jump on across the screen. Here the tigers are not living. Here the tigers are created by Aunt Jennifer. Then how can they prance across the screen? The panel is limited. But what does the poet wants to convey here? That if the tigers prance across the screen means they are free. As the tigers are free, every woman of this world must be free. They should not be tied with their responsibilities and bondages. Number one. Number two, bright toppers, denizens of a world of green. Bright toppers, denizens. Denizens means inhabitants. A world of green. These tigers are the inhabitants of the world of greenery, and they are like bright toppers. They are like precious stones. So first we'll be coming to bright toppers. Why does the poet call them bright toppers? Why the tigers are called bright toppers? Bright toppers means very precious. Tigers are very precious. Tigers are very precious. But what about Aunt Jennifer? What about the woman in a family? She is not treated as precious one. Then what does the poet want to convey? She wants to convey a woman must be taken as very precious in the family. She must be given due respect, honor and importance. Next, bright toppers, denizens of a world of green. World of green suggests greenery, prosperity in life. Means in the first line, the poet demands the freedom for womankind. Number two, through the imagery of bright toppers, the poet wants the importance of woman, the honor of woman in a family. World of Green suggests again she is asking the rights, she is asking the prosperity of a woman. Next, they do not fear the man beneath the tree. They are not afraid of anyone. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Sleek, chivalric certainty means they are brave. The poet says the tigers which are non-living, which are created by Aunt Jennifer, even they are very brave or bold. Why not Aunt Jennifer? She's timid. She's scared of people. She's scared of the family, and she is inflicted, tortured and tormented. That's why she's creating these tigers. At least her feelings and emotions should come in form of tigers, and a tortured and tormented soul can be satisfied, be consoled, be comforted by the soothing, and that is creating the tigers. So here, number one, in the first line, the poet demands freedom. In second line, she demands prosperity and importance. In third stanza, in the fourth line we can say, third line we can say, she wants that every woman of this world must be brave and bold, just like these tigers. Okay, so this is all. Finally, what we can say in stanza 1, the poet demands the right, freedom, importance, and she wants that every woman should be bold and brave to face any kind of situation and circumstances. She should stand up against any injustice if she faces in her life. So this is all about stanza 1. Now we will be seeing some beauty which is scattered here in this stanza. First we will be seeing to the rhyming scheme. Screen, it will be A, green A, tree B, certainty B. So the rhyming scheme is very beautiful, and it's A B B. Next, here in second line, the tigers are compared with bright toppers, but it's not direct, they are indirectly compared, so it's a metaphor. The tigers are compared with bright toppers. Next, in fourth line, we find a beautiful example of alliteration. Chivalric certainty, C and C, sound C is repeated. So this is the beauty of stanza 1. Now we'll be moving further to stanza 2. So the stanza 2 goes like this. Aunt Jennifer fingers fluttering through a wool find even the ivory little hard to pull. The massive weight of uncle's wedding veil sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So we find that here in second stanza. In first stanza, the world of tigers, the bravery of tigers, the freedom of tigers are shared with us. In second stanza, means we can say in first stanza we find the world of tigers, we find the brave world of tigers, but in contradiction, in second stanza we find the pathetic and miserable, tortured and tormented life of Aunt Jennifer. So we can say in stanza 1, the life of tigers. In stanza 2, life of Aunt Jennifer. Woman, it contradicts, means they are in contradiction. What does it suggest? In stanza 1, the chivalric certainty, the bravery, the freedom, the prosperity is just shown and showcased. In stranger 2, the misery, the pathetic condition of a woman is shown. What does it suggest? It suggests that the woman should be like the tigers. The woman must get freedom, she must get chance to grow in life. So, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Here the poet is describing the pitiable condition, pitiful condition, the pathetic condition of a woman. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool means while she is making or creating these tigers, her hands are fluttering, shaking. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Her hands does not have that much capacity that they can run a needle. They can use this needle. They can pull up this needle. It's very difficult for her. What does it suggest? She's very weak, frail, and it's a kind of exaggeration. How come it is that she cannot even pull a ivory needle which is very small? Exaggeration is found here. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Why her hands are fluttering? Because she is scared. She is scared of the marital ties. She is scared of the uncle's wedding band. She is scared of the uncle's orders. She is scared by uncle's torture and tormentation. She says that woman is not free the day she get married to the end of her life. She is always tied with uncle. What does it suggest? She's always tied with her responsibilities. And the wedding band, the heavy weight of wedding band will be sitting on her hand till the last breath. So once again we'll be coming to line 1. Aunt Jennifer, fingers fluttering through her wool. Number 1, why her hands are fluttering? The answer will be, her hands are fluttering because she is afraid. Number 1, weak, timid. Next, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Even a small needle is very difficult to pull. So we can see that how pathetic is the condition of this woman here. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. What does the poet say? The massive weight, very huge weight of uncle's wedding band. She calls this wedding band the band which Aunt Jennifer wears as a token of marriage. And the poet says further, sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. The massive weight which started with the matrimonial tie, it's still heavy for her. Why it's heavy? What does it suggest? What does the massive weight suggest here? The massive weight of responsibility, the massive weight of household chores, the massive weight of domestic work, the massive weight of all the orders which she carries day and night. It's massive, it's shoes under which she's being crushed day and night. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band means the wedding band is not pleasant one. It is not happy one. She is not comfortable. She is not happy. She is tortured and tormented. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Means this wedding band. This wedding band is not a token of love, token of sympathy, token of faith and trust. It is a responsibility. It is a torture. It is a tormentation. It is not freedom. She is tied with responsibilities. She is tortured, tormented. She is not given importance in the family. This is all over here. Aunt Jennifer's will be repeating back. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through a wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Once again, we can see simply through this stranger what does the poet want to speak. She wants that, she says that woman, every woman on this planet, they are weak, frail, tortured, tormented. Even a simple needle, small needle is very hard to pull. Next, the massive weight is always there. Means a lady has to carry out a lot of orders. She is under a lot of oppression. She is under a lot of torture and tormentation. She is all under a lot of burden upon her soul all the time. That's why the poet demands she must be free. She must be free. That's why she developed the tigers, the imagery of tigers suggests that. So we'll be taking up to here today. We'll be going further to the next stanza tomorrow. Before going that, we'll be seeing some important things over here. We see in second line, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. We find a beautiful example of exaggeration. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. The massive weight